Hi, Chloe. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
Very well. I saw what you're wearing on your Insta story.
Do you like
Right. I
it?
love it, of course, and I liked what you were wearing yesterday as well. So,
Oh, thank
anyone who has seen you and who first heard that you're in this film would say that you're the perfect fit. Are you someone who enjoys watching, like, say, Tom and Jerry?
big time. I grew up with Tom and Jerry from a very, very young age. So the opportunity to be able to jump in with these iconic characters and act opposite them was something I couldn't, let
And
leave my grasp.
and you did it so well. You're actually having a conversation with Tom and Jerry with all seriousness. What is that on a set like?
It was funny. It was an experience that I would say is probably like none other that I'm gonna have again, unless we do a second movie.
Right.
It was new to me, and it involved a lot of technicality,
Right.
but it was really exciting.
Also, signing and saying yes to Tom and Jerry, is it like a no-brainer because the world loves it? It's a brand that kids love, families love.
I think for multiple reasons, I was trepidatious when I first read the script because I was like, oh, I hope it's good. I'm such a fan of this project. If it's not right and it's not good, and I as a fan don't love it, I don't know how I
Yeah,
probably won't be able to do this film. And so when
right.
I read the script, it really wonderfully surprised me
Hmm.
about how great it was. The comedy was
Right.
brilliant, the story was heartwarming and brilliant, but it also stayed true to the comics. And when I
Yeah,
talked to
yeah,
Tim, their biggest thing as well is that they wanted to stay true to the drawing of the comic of the cartoons and
right.
be able to make it feel like it is when we watch the cartoons. And so that was very important too.
Right, and also it's very well made. So you are this go-getter who wants this job in a hotel. Anything similar in real life as well?
I mean, I think there's always an element of faking it till you make it in this industry. People ask you, can you ride horses? And you're like, of course I can. You've like never seen a horse in your life. I think there's an element of little white lies, but that I definitely am guilty of in this industry when you're auditioning for people. But of
Right.
course, there is a moment when you have to face the music and be honest about the fact that you can't do that. So I think there's a good
Yeah.
life lesson within this.
Right. Also, it's shot in New York. It's shot in Central Park. What was it like to shoot in these places where you have to imagine Tom and Jerry are running all around?
I think the funniest part is we actually filmed this whole movie in London.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we
That's
were we
interesting.
were in some various parks in England, and
Right.
at one point we were on basically someone's farm out in the
Okay.
countryside for the wedding sequence, and
Yeah.
it was not at all. It was like some random lake on someone's property. So we were we were nowhere near New York, and I was actually so pleasantly surprised at how perfect it was. And really, it's a big up to the incredible designers and artists we have in England and in London that put their work into this project to make it feel and seem like that.
Absolutely. You got me there. You made me believe it's New York.
There we
Also,
go.
right. Also, lastly, if you were to choose Team Tom or Team Jerry in real life, whose team would you be in?
Team Tom for sure. I mean, I love Jerry so much, but I love that Tom is always the underdog and he's
Right.
so cute. I mean, I
So
just
adorable. Right.
his little kitty eyes and those ears, I can't not.
Right. And lastly, do you think this is the movie that'll get people back in the cinemas? Everybody's counting on that.
I hope that, in countries and in places where it is possible to get back into theaters, I
Yes.
really am happy about that as long as people stay safe and they wear their masks. I know here in America, it's not an option here. So
Right.
I know the opportunity for us to be able to also be streaming so people can enjoy this in the safety of their homes is so important. And I think, what we'll see in this industry is a more 50-50 of if you want to go to the theaters, you can, but also the ability to watch it at your leisure and experience it at home and maybe cook a Tom and Jerry themed meal or I don't know, figure out what that looks like.
Right. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on your Insta stories.
Of course. See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.